So g of x does not exist. Just in case you need to see it, square root of minus 3, square root of minus 2 does not exist. So we've instantly got restrictions, which will restrict the domain and the range, or maybe the domain, maybe only the range.
What if we just put it in I?
Yes, absolutely. So that's 0, that's 1, that's root 2, that's root 3, and then my brain instantly says, I don't like them, I want this one. So my brain is probably only going to think about the 0, the 1, and the 2.
Do we have to put plus or minus? Is that a thing?
No. So square root by definition is only positive. Solving, just one more time just in case, solving x squared equals 9, it's not actually a square root. You're right. So that has plus or minus, this doesn't. So is there any point going any further on that? No. So we can't get the f of the g of x because it doesn't exist for those numbers. So this one as well. So that's 4 over 0. So what we're taking the answers for g of x and putting them in. So this is now the f of 0. This is the f of 1. This is the f of 2, and I wouldn't bother with him. So this is actually the f of I. If you wanted to talk about it that way. And you could do it. And then you get into another, beyond the course. Beyond me, did I do that at uni? Maybe. Maybe. So this is just 1 on 1. This is a 4 on 1. So that's 4 on 1, which is 4 on the value. So that's 4 on 2, which is 2. And you know what my brain says? I want more. 9, 3, 4 on 3, which is 1 and a third. And they go, oh, that's not very nice. And they go 16 to 4, and they go 4 on 4. Yay, that's nice. So what about 0.1? What's the square root of 0.1? What's a 0? Now and then my brain does this. 0.01. Square root of 0.01 is the square root of 100th, which is 1. You guys are going with your okay. Josh, I went very close to 0, and I know the square root of that's easy. So what do I have to do? G of x is the square root of that, so that's 0.1. So now it's 4 on 0.1. How many 10-cent coins go into $4?
So basically what you're saying is there's like a thing, and it's just going to get closer and closer.
So we've got a hyperbola, part of a hyperbola. Is it a hyperbola? Is it a muttered hyperbola? So this will become 40. So if I drew it up now, I could go, I've got 1 and 4. I'm going to put 4 there, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. 32, I want 40, don't I? So there's 40. Yeah. So I'll put in 1 and 4. 1 and 4. I put in 0.1 and 40. 0.1 and 40. So what's this line here? Starts with A and got lots of letters. So you could instantly probably say that the domain is x is greater than 0. You put the equals, Josh. But the range is where? So it goes down to 4. 2 comes down to 2. 3 comes down to, no it doesn't. 4 comes down to 1. And we've got another asymptote. What if I put in 100? Square root of 100? 4 over 10. 1.4. Going nutso. Put in 10,000. Square root of that is 4 over 100 is 04. We're approaching 0 as x approaches infinity. So the y values are approaching 0. What's the middle step I'm going to do from the positive? Because it could have come up from underneath if I have a different question. Turn that into a negative, what would it do? It's approaching 0 from above as x gets bigger. So what have we got? Asymptote, asymptote. There we go. These are the hyperbola. And if it is, which hyperbola is it? Now my question is going to be to you, sitting in an assessment, you get that and you suddenly go, oh, that can't be 0, that can't be 0, oh, it's a hyperbola, it's going to be bigger than naught, it's going to be bigger than naught, and you write that down in 10 seconds.